And if by some mischance there is an accident, you know, you need to be here to safely get your charges off the ship, you know, and you are the last one to step off it.
Mm-hmm.
After you've gone through it with the flashlight and everything else, made sure there was no one trapped below decks, that everybody's counted for. We call that the incentive not to fuck up. You do not want to be trapped below decks on a sinking ship with a flashlight looking for survivors. To avoid that, we make sure we never are in a position for that to happen. We avoid the low-lying rocks and whatever else is out there.
Showing off to a buddy or something, right?
He would, yeah, basically that's what he was doing. And he got a little too close, and boom.
I bet you felt it too.
The whole ship felt it. It was like an earthquake, how they described it. Earthquake at sea. They knew right away something had happened. When the deck starts to list, then the lights go out.
Yeah.
I mean, they had emergency lights come back on, but still. You know, luckily for them, they worked. And as people were sleeping in their cabins an hour after they hit, until they finally heard an announcement coming over to abandon ship. By then, some of the the lifeboats were jam-packed with people. You couldn't get near them.
Mass hysteria.
Yeah, oh, yeah, a lot of that.
Panic. People, you know.
Well, yeah, you got a ship full of civilians, most of whom has probably never been to sea before. Don't know what to do. They've been given zero instruction. They don't know where the lifeboats are. They don't know where their vests are. They don't know what to do. The crew was trying very hard to be professional about it, much as they could. Basically, it was the passengers that forced the hand of the captain, because they were forcing their way onto the lifeboats, and the crew reported that their passengers are forcing their way into the lifeboats. Well, I guess we better order a abandoned ship. No shit, Sherlock. Because it was plainly fucking obvious by the time they started loading the boats that, guess what? We're sinking. Here you are paying huge money, take a pleasure cruise.
And you die.
Yeah, yes, and you die, or that's the worst case scenario, or you end up in this horrible life or death situation where you're swimming around in the probably shark-infested cold waters or whatever.
People pushing, shoving, people falling on you.
You're trying to walk down corridors that are not right side up anymore. And
how many people died?
32, I think it was. 32 or 36. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, considering the number of people were on board. And considering that a lot of these cruises tend to attract people who are of retirement age, you know, most young people who are working can't generally often afford to take these cruises, or even if they have the money, they don't have the time. There's a lot of elderly people, sometimes there's kids.
And so, a handful of handicap, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah, that too. And, you know, they're in deep shit. You got your heart attacks going on, strokes, everything else, broken hips.
My favorite is the one that lost power and they had to stay on the ship with the toilets overflowing.
That's disgusting. Yes, I know. They had to tow them back to port.
Was that Carnival or is that Disney?
That was Carnival.
Oh.
And crapping in a bucket in your cabin. That's real nice.
And it wasn't for one.
And
day.
eating Spam. I got a real kick out of that. They had to airlift them Spam because the food went bad. And I guess they didn't have enough canned food, so they had to airlift in emergency supplies, which were Spam.
And then it wasn't like 1 or 2 days they were out there.
No.
They were there for like, what, 10 days or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Man, would I have been pissed. They would have a bucket of shit in front of the captain's quarters every morning. Nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Shithead, you better rig sails. Or sprout oars, one or the other.
No air conditioning, no running water. And every time that the ship rocked and moved,
Yeah.
Oh.
Which means the stabilizers weren't working, which means it was rocking and moving quite a lot. And then, of course...
Don't get your Spam.
Yeah.
People sleeping right on the floors. Oh my God.
No air conditioning in the cabins.
Yeah, hot and stuffy in there.
Nobody can bathe. Yeah.
Man, where's all that shit going?
Yeah, well, like, yeah, buckets.
Then you had the other one where everybody got sick.
I just set myself down in front of the purser's desk with a calculator. What are you doing? I'm figuring out exactly to the last penny how big my lawsuit is going to be. Every last indignity is being factored in here. Including the can of half-eaten Spam you gave me for breakfast this morning.
Ugh. Cold can of Spam.
Half-eaten, no less. Yeah, somebody else's teeth marks in it, yeah. And the rats that scampered across my feet last night as I slept in a cabin that was 120 degrees with 300% humidity.
And overflowing toilets.
And an overflowing toilet.
God.
In the dark. Nothing but the stub of a candle.
What a fucking nightmare. My God.
No. And there was one that burned, too. Had a fire on board or something. The really nice one was that one that down there by Australia somewhere. I forget the name of the ship. The one that hit the rogue wave. And they posted the videos on YouTube from the security cameras.
Yeah.
And the thing is just flying. You see passengers, furniture flying one side of the ship and then back to the other violently too.
Forklifts flying.
Forklifts, every fucking thing breaking loose. Man, can you imagine being in that? You think? I mean, it must have felt to them like the ship was going over. Screw that. Screaming pandemonium. They're trying to eat breakfast. All of a sudden, first goes the plates, then go to people, and a whole mess is all together on the floor. There was only one officer kept his feet. Somehow, he almost got clipped. The guy almost got clipped by a piano or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They say one of the British ships was good for that. I think it was either the Queen Mary or the Queen Elizabeth. It had this unfortunate ability to list like 25 or 30 degrees, an amazing amount, and upright. But it would do this all the time, and passengers would get violently seasick in heavy seas in the North Sea. And one passage was particularly bad. People were vomiting all over the ship. You literally see it flowing one end of the corridor to the other. Pools of congealed vomit. Yet another reason why I feel no particular need to take any cruises, thank you very much.
After all that.
Disasters happen on dry land too, but you know what? You're on dry land. You don't have to worry about leaving the disaster only to drown. If that ship hadn't drifted, Concordia hadn't drifted into shore like it did, and that wasn't planned, it drifted because they were powerless. Just happened to be the wind was pushing in such a big sail area on that ship that it literally just pushed it to shore. If it had sunk because they hit and then they went back out to sea, you know, a couple of miles, it kept on going, they ended up in deep water again, 300, 400 feet deep. So that ship would have sunk completely, and those people, thousands, could have died.
So close to shore too.
That's what saved a lot of lives. Literally, it beached itself. The ship beached itself.
Is that guy even in jail, or is he just...
I believe he's under house arrest, but he is going to jail. They already refused the plea bargain. So they do intend to throw the book at him. A couple of his officers are already in jail. They were convicted already on the charge. His trial is coming up. Not sure why the other officers were arrested or charged. Maybe they fled with the captain, I don't know. Because generally it's the top guy that usually ends up taking the blame. Maybe they left before he did, who the hell knows.
They all sucked. Not a one of them helped.
Yeah, mostly it was the regular crew that was doing the actual evacuation. I mean, the junior officers were helping too. They were making the effort. The men who literally were on the deck. The ones on the bridge, not so much. From what I could see from that sneaked out video they had, nobody seemed to be doing much of anything. Just dithering. Damn, that's still hot. 40 minutes after I got it, it's still hot.
Careful you don't burn yourself.
I didn't mind, I'm gonna let it sit. Because you wonder how hot it was when they first gave it to me.
Set for about 58. I'll follow the pack for a while. Hopes if there's a cop up there, they'll get pulled over, and if there's one behind me, hopefully I'll see it.
Yeah. We usually only come up to the Connick this far to go to Rhinebeck.
All the way this time. Looks like a lot of leaves already turned and are falling.
Well, we're further north, so yeah, they're going to reach peak before we do. We're at peak now. They probably reached it last week sometime. Still got some color there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Nice fall display. You got there, Slim Jim?
A quick snack. Just a little.
You just ate.
Just a little.
I just watched you eat like 5 sandwiches. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Aha. Look at that.
What I say?
Somebody's getting nailed. Okay.
Let the guy in front get, but that's why I was saying, letting all these guys speed.
Yeah.
all the speeding, and I can see it behind me.
Yeah.
Later, is that national parks or is that?
No, it's private. Private museum. Manned by volunteers. And I'm sure they have probably a grant from New York State or something like that. They would have to. A ship like that must take an enormous amount of money to maintain.
Nobody's getting paid to give the tour.
No. Rhinebeck, Dutchess County Fairground.
Still hungry.
Look at this now. Now it's beef jerky. Jesus Christ.
That's pretty.
Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Slim Jims, beef jerky, 4 or 5 sandwiches. All the snack before lunch. Oh, we're entering the Catskills. Flats Road.
Want some?
What? No, thanks, God. I still got a sandwich to eat. What, you got a whole kitchen back there or something? Jeez. Little pantry behind the seat.
Like a little snack, you know?
There a bag of stinky rings waiting back there to come out.
Well, I'm allowed to have stinky rings on this trip. Mike's not here. Not allowed on road trips or in his house.
I don't know.
I don't see what the problem is. They're jelly rings.
Something to do with the aroma, I think is what it is.
Chocolate covered jelly rings. How bad are they?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, we're seeing some hills now.
That's why it was braking.
Why? Oh. Turn off.
Start seeing brake lights, you know. It's an alarm.
Columbia County.
We're out of Dutchess.
Yep. Been a while since I've been in Columbia County. Not since the 80s, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
Lebanon Valley Raceway.
Charlie Protz.
No, it was after that. The time when Pat was racing. Up in Lebanon Valley. I took the camera. You were there that day.
Yeah.
I took the camera along. The old gigantic, humongous, takes 3 guys to handle it camera.
Yeah, Pat had a blue car.
Yeah, he had the GTX.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think this little tiny thing the size of a damn credit card here does more than that big camera ever did, and records in higher quality video, even on its low quality setting. It's still better than VHS from a $3,000 camera. And this thing cost me $22 on eBay. Used, but very gently so. I should get 4 or 5 of these things. This way I won't have to worry about running out of battery power or film footage. I just switch another camera. I got 2 now, so I just switch back and forth. They don't do everything the regular palmcorder does, but they do a lot. On a day like this where you got nice sunlight and shit, it's fine.
Like Back to the Future when Doc Brown's looking at the
entire television studio and one little thing. No wonder your president has to be an actor.
Yeah. All this because of this little chip. No wonder. Look, see, it's made in Japan.
Yeah.
Doc, all the best stuff comes out of Japan.
Yeah.
And they redid that line in Back to the Future 3 when he came back again.
He's got this huge board full of vacuum tubes to do what one little chip did.
Caught up with the pack.
Of course, if the pack runs into 5 police cars and a helicopter, well, strategy busted.
Never wise to be the lead car.
Welcome to your free tour of the Columbia County Correctional Facility. We serve lunch promptly at 12. Today it's bologna. We serve supper promptly at 6. Today it's bologna. And breakfast at 8. Tomorrow it's bologna. Guess what tomorrow's menu is going to be?
Sounds like that Arizona jail.
Yeah, well, that's the way to do it, you know. Jail should not be a pleasurable experience. But it shouldn't, yeah. nice views out there. It shouldn't be torture or inhuman, but you know what? It shouldn't be pleasurable. They should not be given gourmet food and all the other shit.
Like Sean's cooking?
Yeah. A Culinary Institute trained chef for the prison? Are you kidding me? I'm home eating boiled tube steak and they're, you know, unbelievable. So good as the prison kitchen, they actually cater county events.
How long do you go to school for this?
Years.
God.
Like any other profession, you know, you gotta go through all the internships and everything else.
I think that's the real spelling of
It might be. I don't know. Just wondering that myself. It's an old road. One time Model A's would have driven on this road.
They opened this the early 30s, 30s.
It was somewhere in the 30s. Yeah, it was a WPA project, so. It would have been in the 30s.
We showed pictures of it the day it opened. It was no different.
No, not really. My grandfather would drive this road to go camping up here in the Catskills, and he'd take it to Connick. Very same road we're on now.
Pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Popping on that one.
Rip Van Winkle.
How long was that guy asleep for?
I forget. Haven't read that book in 35 years.
Woke up with a beard and came on down out of the Catskills and what was that supposed to be? 18 something?
Something like that, yeah. Well, it was written in the 19th century, so it would have been.